It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show, Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast. I am Dale. With me, as always, my frenemy Tim. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing today, Dale?
Oh, good. Oh, good, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've witnessed the Saints losing. So, yeah, I'm doing okay now.
It's been a few days to get over it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Like, am I
yes.
catching you? Because I've learned from in the past that like I can't really talk to you the day of a bad loss.
That's right.
All right.
right.
Like maybe
That's
even
right.
if it's a really bad one, like 2 days. You know,
I'm going through some stuff. That's right.
and if it's one where my team beats you, I might not be able to talk to you for a week. All right. Well, I've learned that.
Right.
So,
They never speak about that such thing, that happened.
Yeah, the next time we see each other, like the friend is reset, like we just met, or something.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man.
Oh man.
All right, man. We got a good show for you guys today. Of course, we're gonna be taking questions as well. So if you've got some kind of question, let us know. Let's see if we can get this thing all figured out. Go ahead and submit those questions, and we will talk about them. So, let's go ahead and get started with the show. You know what time it is. People played football, and a bomb went off. Boom.
Oh.
All the time, bro. I don't know, man. This year it just seems extra crazy with the dang on injuries, bro.
Yeah. I think also we're paying more attention to them because of the show now. So like we're seeing a lot more of them. Used to we only had 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's been rough, bro, every freaking week. So let's look at the first little set of injuries here on the offensive side. Chris Godwin carted off the field late in the fourth quarter, broken ankle. That right there is brutal. He was having a good year. He's on a contract year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's brutal for him personally. But they couldn't win this game. Why was he on the field?
Yeah.
Late in the fourth quarter, bro.
Well, they asked the coach
down
that,
by like double digits.
They asked the coach that, by the way, and they were saying that everybody wanted to play, so that's why Godwin was still on the field. So, what's the coach's name? I forgot his name. I can see his face, but
you asked me. I can't think of his name.
You should, yeah. I should never ask Dale anything on the show because, like, outside the show, I can ask him a lot of questions.
I know when the button is not clicked, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
Todd
button.
Boyles. Todd Boyles. So
yes, Todd Bowles. Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So also to look at some injuries, Deshaun Watson injured his Achilles.
Who cares?
He's out.
Who cares?
Maybe you do care if you're a Cleveland fan or if you have somebody on that Cleveland offense, because now maybe the offense will do something.
We'll do. Maybe they're going to do something good. Exactly my whole point. Amari Cooper's glad he got traded. He is. He was over there. He was rolling in his bed at night with that phone. Like, oh, I'm so glad I left.
Also, to add to the Cleveland kind of news, they did change offensive play callers. Ken Dorsey, I believe, is going to be calling the plays for Cleveland upcoming. So that's another change that's going to happen, and maybe it benefits Cleveland. Maybe they can start moving the ball. Maybe they can start scoring some fantasy points, and we can get more people from their team. So
look, man, they're Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets in the same daggone boat. I don't care who's on that team; they're going to be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to it's from the top down, ownership down, man. Everything's terrible. So,
Jaden Daniels left the game Sunday with a rib injury. He did not return. The coach is saying he's week to week. So that was a heartbreaker for me because I had him in my lineup, and he went out pretty early after like a long run and everything like that. But the play he got injured on, it was just like a typical little dive kind of play. He was running, but he was running when he got kind of tackled, and it didn't look serious at all. But he injured his ribs bad enough to where he couldn't throw the ball. Saw him trying to throw the ball on the sideline, and it did not look good. He threw the ball down, threw his helmet down in disgust. So,
Hey, Brandon Ayuk's on here for that ACL.
Yes, ACL.
He just got his big deal.
Lucky for him, he just got his big deal. So it's not as bad for him personally.
Yeah.
But terrible for San Francisco. They were also dealing with, of course, Deebo Samuel dealing with illness. So, I'm telling you, man, like bombs be going off, bro. Bombs.
It's crazy. There are a lot of big names on this list.
Yes.
As it is, man.
Of course, I do have Chris Olave on this list, but I just got the update that he returned to practice. So he's actually on the good list. So you can ignore his name on this. So,
there you are.
All right. So let's look at the defensive side. Jaquan Brisker, limited in practice, concussion. Pat Surtain, also limited, dealing with concussion. But one of the big ones coming out of New Orleans, of course, is Paulson Adebo, the cornerback, broke his femur. And I know you don't really hear this very often, but there have only been two other players in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, that have broken their femur.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's the biggest bone in your body.
Yeah.
Broke
his femur.
That's a bad injury to come back from too, by the way.
He's in the contract year too.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah, feel bad for the guy.
I don't like it when it's contract years, man. There should be like some kind of safety net for those guys, I guess.
The only safety net you could possibly have is one of those insurance policies, right, for injury.
That's a good see, that's why I don't play in the NFL, right? Because I don't have an insurance policy on my body. That's correct.
So I mean, you can take out one of those policies. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're expensive to get, but I'm pretty sure the upside is way better. So
I think we've talked in the past about college players having the same kind of thing about their draft capital.
Yes,
like their senior year coming in, they're buying an insurance policy for their, they're going to first round, second round to protect them from injuries. Makes a lot of sense.
You might have to take a loan to get the policy, but hey.
Takes out matters sometimes. Yeah.
All right. Would you trade Puka for Debo? I'm guessing this is season long.
Yeah, it sounds like redraft for me. Is that a redraft league or dynasty? I guess that's the question for us.
Yeah, if it's dynasty, 1,000%, right? He's younger.
Yeah, and I got him ranked higher. I got him ranked a lot higher. Dynasty for sure. Taking Puka, Debo,
and PPR.
Redraft PPR. So I'm leaning towards Puka because me and Dale were just talking about before the start of the show, Cooper Kupp being traded maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you feel about Debo there though? No doubt.
I mean, Debo's he's gonna be missing games and he's gonna miss some time, but he's gonna come back and he's gonna make plays when he comes back. So it's gonna be the same with Debo. That's what he does every year.
Yeah. So what side are you on then, Dale?
Yeah, I think I'm on the Puka side. And this is assuming he's coming back. I'm sorry, they started him from the IR window. So yeah, I'm taking the Puka side.
I'm taking the Puka side. All right. We're gonna be split decision for redraft. I'm gonna take the Debo side, mostly because Ayuk just got hurt.
Okay.
Thanks, JG. So look, I popped a blood vessel in my eyeball. All right. It's crazy. I've never had that happen to me. I woke up the other day, looked in the mirror, and thought I was staring at Satan's son. So, but yeah, I was lifting weights or something, or working out in the yard. Popped a daggone blood vessel. So, one of the two.
You look tough.
Look stupid. I look stupid and tough. Look like a redneck getting in fights all the time. Yeah, nobody's ever told me I look tough, by the way. Like 5'7", 90, So.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, a lot of concussions too lately. Quay Walker went out with a concussion, so he's limited. So yeah, man. Y'all need one of those guardian caps, man. One of those guardian caps, aka helmet condoms.
Since you brought it up, man, how you feel about Tua not wearing one? You heard that he's not going to wear one.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was news.
Yeah. He was asked directly, "Are you going to wear a guardian cap?" He said no, and they asked why not, and he said personal preference. And this seemed like it was he's not going to be that guy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, it's your life, bud. I would probably go ahead and just wear the stupid condom.
Dale's like, we're not raw dogging it over here, baby. I'm gonna wear the helmet condom.
Yes. I'm putting it on, bro. Like concussions gotta hurt, right? Like your brain moved in your head. That gotta hurt.
Yeah. There's no nerve endings in your brain. So you don't feel the pain of what it feels like, So you just feel the after effects, months, weeks, years later. But it's gosh, it's hard to watch that guy though get knocked out like he does. It's hard to watch a dude like going into a concussion where he's like shaking his hands and like dude,
exactly.
That's not where the NFL is trying to go,
right?
Because remember, have you ever watched replays in the old days when these just smashed the shit out of each other?
Yes, jacked up,
dude.
And all that. Yes,
dude. Yeah, but like it's a totally different game now, though. You know what I'm trying to say? Like this is the new era, the like softer NFL, and so like watching that stuff and seeing the difference between the two, that's where Tua, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, let's talk about the guys coming back. All right. We've got guys coming back. DeForest Buckner has been designated to return. And we got Cooper Kupp expected to return. We just discussed him, as well as Tua expected to return this week. So I say it's good news for those guys. And for all my Saints fans out there, Taysom Hill is expected to return this week. We will get some practice reports soon.
Yeah.
Also, TJ Hawkinson expects to return on Thursday. So that's a big return.
I like how on the slide you put Taysom Hill's position as football player.
Yeah, he's a football player. That's what he is.
Like everybody else is like defensive tackle, quarterback, football player.
Football player. That's Taysom.
I play the ball of feet. What do you do, Taysom?
he's a football player. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Would you trade Pollard and Deontay for Kyron Williams?
Pollard.
Yeah. Give me Kyron Williams. Yeah. Yes.
I'm kind of taking the Kyron side myself, without really looking too hard at things, because Pollard's not really on my radar, man.
Right.
And then I think in Dynasty or redraft, all around, I'm probably going to take Kyron. So. Yep. I'm down.
Kyron.
What was that username? What was Money Crazy? What was his username? Money Crazy Damien.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's better than being like Cocaine Crazy Damien.
Oh yeah.
Or Strip Club Crazy Damien. Nobody wants to go to strip club with Strip Club Crazy Damien. I'll get it out eventually. I was at Top Golf before we started. All right. Because that's what you do during the day when you got whatever you want to do during the day going on. And so I was at Top Golf, and so now here we are at the show.
All right. I'm glad you can join us, man. All right. Some good news. DeAndre Hopkins traded to the Chiefs. So
yeah,
he should become a guy that you can use now, right?
Yeah, and hopefully Mahomes starts getting some pickup around here.
Right.
After this, they said that Hopkins succeeds at all the things that the Chiefs need right now, like a possession guy who he's good against the zone offense. He's good against timed quick quarterbacks to get the ball out quick like Mahomes does. They said Hopkins was a great ad for them, and I think, catch me if I'm wrong, man, but they traded a fifth for him and potentially a fourth if it.
Yep. Conditional fourth, pretty much. So if he plays certain amount of playing time or whatever, then they'll get a fourth for him. So not bad at all. Especially for Hopkins getting out of the situation he was in Tennessee with no quarterbacks, so
yeah. And Hopkins is a great player, man. Great route runner.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Alvin Kamara also signed a contract extension. So that's good news for him. And he probably will retire a Saint now. 2-year contract extension. He's like 30 years old right now. So maybe he retires a Saint. So.
Well, that means Kendrick Miller's like nothing.
Well, what did you think Kendrick Miller was? I don't understand.
Well, look, I drafted him just because you like him. He's a Saints guy, because you do that crap to me every time there's a draft coming on. You're always drafting some Green Bay player. And and so I was really kind of hoping this would be like one of those revenge moments that I could get. So, Kamara signing this contract just says that Tim doesn't get his revenge on Dale.
Okay. I'm with it then.
All right. Yeah.
Bad news. Jameson Williams suspended 2 games for PEDs. So this is a guy we've been waiting on. Come on. He starts coming on. And then.
Dude, what is he doing? All right. Last year, the whole year, you set the whole daggum year last year for gambling in the locker room.
Right.
All right. Like you don't realize you should probably be straight edge now. Like this just doesn't make sense to me. Why are we doing dumb stuff all the time?
Yes. Yes, Tim. I agree, man. So that's the injuries and news. Let's get to the beer flight of it all. Let's look at some pickups for the week here, Tim.
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the football, we're going to talk about Tua once again. My guy, Tua.
Next slide. There you are. Tua.
So, if Tua indeed comes back and plays, you can kind of resurrect the season of Tyreek Hill. You can resurrect the season of Jalen Waddle as well, right? But what about the running game? What do you think about that? You think that'll help too?
Oh, dude.
H-N?
Yeah. It might help H-N out. Being able to throw the ball at all, and they can stretch. They stretch the field with Tua. That's the kicker on everything, is that Tyreek and Waddle are both super fast. So like they're stretching the field, pulling defenders out of the box, and so linebackers have to pull back and then pulling defenders out of the box, which makes the run game happen. Arizona is allowing the fourth most points to quarterbacks right now. So, you know, just as long as he stays away from shaking up like a fish out of water, Tua, you know, maybe as long as he stays away from doing that, everything. That sounds rude to say about him. I'm concerned about the guy. I just wish he would have made a better choice, in my opinion.
So, yeah, like wearing a condom. There you go.
There you are. We got a lot of names. We got a lot of names on this list that are.
Yeah, well, so DTR is hurt.
Percent take more than.
And so you probably don't want to go that route. Jameis is probably going to start for Cleveland this week. The other one that's interesting on here is the one that I made a move for, Marcus Mariota, because like I said, I had Jaden Daniels, and with Jaden not practicing, looks like this week, Mariota came in and he looked good. So, you know, in the BS and Beer League, ain't a lot of choices out there for quarterback. So, yeah, Marcus Mariota is my guy.
Keep doing it. Well, you know, Mariota was really good in college, man. He was a scramble quarterback.
He was great in college. Yeah, he was good at Oregon. I mean, won the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, there. You know, every dog has his day.
Yeah.
So,
running back, we've got Jaylen Warren from the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So he ran the ball 12 times, 44 yards. He caught 2 more passes, 15 yards. He's been okay, right? You're thinking like a desperation flex option.
Yeah, I think he'd be good at that. You know, whenever you need a piece to fly into the flex zone, because we all need a flex piece right now with all these injuries going on.
Hey, he probably start for my team.
He probably start on your team. I'm sorry, Dale. Well, we talked about Ray Davis last week. You know, he's not a bad option. But
he actually got another touchdown this week. I didn't play him, of course, because Cook was back. Yeah. But it's nice to see him involved. You know, that's my thing. As long as I start seeing more involvement from a rookie running back, the more likely he's going to get opportunity and stuff later on in the season and next year. So, I'm encouraged by that.
So we've also talked about Justice Hill too. So some of these are repeat guys, you know, coming up, but I mean, if you need a guy, you're getting injuries going on. I think earlier we were talking about Ford being out. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of pieces out that we need to.
Disappointment has to go to Sean Tucker, because he like blew up versus the game versus the Saints. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he played last week, did nothing.
And that was a good game for Tampa Bay last week, wasn't it? No. I think Tampa Bay sucked last week.
No, it was going 31 points, but they went up against the Ravens. But who did have a freaking decent game, and that's Rachaad White.
Oh,
versus
that's your boy.
That sucker. He caught 2 touchdowns, 6 passes, 71 yards. Freaking Rachaad White.
Wow. Wow. It's like he listens to you, Dale. It's like he's listening to you going, man, I'm just ready to piss Dale off. So
I'm gonna try my best to trade this clown, bro, because I'm tired of dealing with it, and I bet I don't get nothing for him. Bet you I don't get nothing for him. So
wide receiver. Look
at more room on this crap. Yeah.
Look at this list, man. This list is bigger than your black book. All right, dude. Like, it's crazy how many wide receivers we got out here for pickups this week. But I think this is due to all
San Francisco is probably the land that you want to look at, because Ayuk went down with that ACL.
Yeah.
So they fired up Ricky Pearsall for the first time this year.
Yeah, he had that gunshot. That reason we haven't heard about him in the past because he had that gunshot in his leg. Remember that? He got robbed, got shot in the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly. And Deebo Samuel been iffy and stuff like that. So other people have opportunity. So Juwan Jennings has been getting some targets and stuff like that and showing up. So that's been a guy that you probably have already tried to pick up, already have on your team. But Ricky Pearsall is the other one that's coming along with that.
We also got Kittle with that foot injury.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kittle's got that. Been working on that foot
injury. A lot
injury.
more targets then.
Yeah. Let's see here in debut week, and he got 3 of 5 targets last week in week 7 when his first weekend. Ricky Parcell, sorry. Ricky Parcell got 3 of 5 targets for 21 yards. But the important part is 76% of snaps, offensive snaps.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Exactly. And so I found myself looking at another wide receiver kind of in the same kind of boat.
But you already have a wide receiver. You're looking at another wide receiver. This is why you're single, Dale.
So, I'm thinking about another wide receiver with upside. Yeah, I got wandering eyes. Then that's what I do. All right. She knew this when she met me. All right.
You can't speak jokes when I got the beer bottle upside down. Okay. Simmer down, sir.
And so I was looking at Kayshon Boutte at New England. Okay. And he is running about 60 to 75% of the snaps in New England. And it's been like the past 2 weeks or something like that. Now, the fantasy numbers hadn't shown up yet. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But I have faith in the talent. And when you have faith in the talent, when you start seeing that the snaps increase, like this is the time to place your bet, right?
Okay. It's all right. Yeah. So how much of a bet are you placing?
Oh, it was free because he was a free agent. So it just cost me a roster spot. That's all it is.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, hey, I just want to see that, but this is the first trend we see is snap percentages. And after that, we start seeing usage coming in after that, so you're 100% on that. So now, but it's still a New England wide receiver,
It is. And dealing with a rookie quarterback. And look, this is just this is just pure speculation when we're going off, and
yeah,
sometimes you just gotta place a bet. Sometimes,
all
and
right, I
hopefully
like
it
it.
pays off.
It does pay off sometimes, and then you know what happens though? You wait a couple of weeks and it doesn't pay off. You drop him, and then he goes off on somebody else's roster.
Yes,
That
that
always happens.
That
So,
happens.
hey, thanks for saying hi, Agnes. It was Agnes 00K. Was that? Yeah.
That's it.
All right. All right.
Well, speaking of New England receivers and tight end, we're talking about Hunter Henry, your boy from Arkansas.
Hey, that's Arkansas boy. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's been looking pretty good.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. And see, Drake May's starting to come around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
With May in, Henry has posted a top 10 finish last week. He caught 3 of 5 passes for 41 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That was week 6, sorry. And week 7, he hauled in 8 of 9 targets. 9 targets for a tight end, dude.
Right.
All right.
Right.
That's huge.
That's pretty large.
Yeah. That's what she said. So 92 yards. And so, not to me. She didn't say that to me. Her eyes wonder just like yours do, Dale. All right. But yeah, 92 yards for a tight end, man. The red zone targets from this stat line doesn't seem like they were really there. But the midfield targets, we like that. We like that a lot because it ends up equaling more red zone targets later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also on this list, look, we saw Zach Ertz. We talked about him a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I said, you probably want to get some kind of piece in that Washington offense. And Zach Ertz was a cheap piece at that time. And of course, the tight end is a wasteland. So a guy like Zach Ertz catching a touchdown last week, and it's from the backup quarterback too. But hey man, you need this production at tight end.
Yeah, you need something, man. It's a wasteland, dude. If you don't have those top 3 guys, you're everybody's in the same boat, dude. So top 3 tight ends.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. So all right. Let's see. From Darius, I lost Brandon and Godwin. I have Henry, Barkley, Kittle, Hunt. I have Amari Cooper to take Godwin's spot, and I have Judy taking Brandon's spot. What do you think?
So I'm cool with Cooper. But what was that the last taken spot there before we went to this? Judy taking Brandon's spot.
So he's talking about Brandon Cooks, huh?
Is he saying Brandon Cooks or is he saying Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, all right, my bad.
Let's get clarification on that before I speak.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Brandon Ayuk. Okay.
Yeah. So Judy.
So Cooper and Judy. Judy, he may be okay. Again, this is a clean slate, different offensive coordinator, or play caller, and a different quarterback with Jameis. And Jameis is going to air the ball out a lot on the sideline. He doesn't like throwing the ball over the middle very often. So I don't think Judy is or is that kind of slot kind of receiver. He's more of the outside guy. So I think he's going to get some targets for sure. Now, what he does with them, we'll see. But I think you're okay. I don't think you should settle for Judy as being your number 2 receiver, though. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Well, I got Judy. This week against Baltimore is going to be the best week he's going to have for quite a while as far as the strength of schedule goes. So picked up Watson. Oh, that's your boy, Dale, on my team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Watson, Tolbert, and
we should probably trade Watson and Kendra Miller or something.
That's just because Dale. That's because Dale owns him. You should trade him. So Watson, I'd probably hold on to Watson as a backup, man. He's going to be him and Judy are going to switch that spot back and forth. But I think they have
that's the problem with Watson. You can put him in your lineup, but you never know when he's going to go off or be productive.
They also have the same bye week, Watson and Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Try to if you trade Watson or Judy away, try to get somebody who has already had their bye week. This is the time to make those kind of trades. So if you end up trading him away, you might end up getting a guy a little less, but you'll end up getting an extra week out of that position overall. So I'm going to try to give you some examples here of some teams I would trade with. Looking at strength of schedule, by the way. And of course, every time I pull this up during the show, it wants to act stupid. Here we are. Do the Eagles have the second easiest schedule for wide receivers? Believe it or not, the Steelers also, but their bye week's the same. Eagles have already had their bye week, and the Titans also. But how do you feel about, Dale? How would you feel about trading for somebody off the Bears offense with Watson or Judy? Because that would be a good trade as well, to be honest with you.
Like who? Like what? Like a doomsday or something?
I'm not sure here. We're doing a what if, right?
I mean, you're not getting Judy for DJ Moore.
No, maybe Keenan.
I think that's possible.
Keenan, yeah. So Bears target would be good. Somebody off the Bears roster. So, yeah, dude. Eagles or Bears? That's what I'd go for if I were you.
Okay.
There you are.
That'll work. All right. The defensive pickups, Tim. Defensive teams. So we're looking at the Chargers. 30% rostered in most leagues here. 30%, 36% rostered.
Yeah.
So they've got one of the most consistent units this season. They're going up against the Saints this week, who's going to be playing with the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
They've allowed the 9th most fantasy points to team defenses. So yeah, this could be a multiple week streaming option for you too, because they have the Browns coming up after the Saints, and they also play the Titans. So the Titans have been dealing with injuries at the quarterback position. So it's always good to play a backup quarterback with your defense. So yeah.
I hate that that's a suggestion for the show, but that's probably a logical suggestion to be there. But
yeah. I mean, look, we know we know we are.
Is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah.
Defensive lineman picking up. So we said as far as Buckner has been designated to return. So that's a guy that you want to look at. Hassan Reddick just restructured his contract, right? And so he's back in the building. So maybe he starts picking up some steam, and I'm pretty sure he's free out there in your league. And Dante Fowler, I want to say he just had like a touchdown this week or something. So
even better.
Yeah. You get a touchdown from your defensive lineman. That's wonderful.
It's amazing. In that position, they usually score like 4 to 6 points typically, right, in my experience. And when they score 8 to 10 points, you're like, oh my gosh, he had a great week. So, scoring a touchdown implies he's scoring 12 to 14 points for the week. And that's just like amazing, gone off. You know? So
linebacker pickups, we're looking at Ivan Pace from, I believe it's Minnesota. So he is one of the most efficient tackle producers since getting into the league in 03. and there's been an injury to Blake Cashman. So last week he was an every down player, and that's the kind of linebacker you want. So I just saw somebody picked him up in the league today too. So he bad about that one.
He had three. He had three solo tackles, 7 assisted tackles, and a sack. All right, but here's more. There's more. Billy Mays, you know him from. But there's more. He had a fumble recovery and a touchdown last week.
Yeah,
so
that balled out, man.
That's 25. That's 25 points for a linebacker. I'm guessing. You know.
Yeah, that's a flip the game kind of stat line.
Yeah.
In the secondary, we're looking at Nate Hobbs. And Nate Hobbs, the last couple of weeks, he's had was it four solo, 6 assisted, and then 6 solo tackles next week after that. Not like a big play kind of guy, but solid production. When you get guys that's contributing and tackling like this, this is a good DB to pick up here.
Solo tackles is where it's at, man. I hate when you get a guy. Have you've probably seen this a lot of times if you're playing IDP. You get a guy and at first he's got like 3 solo tackles, and then all of a sudden it becomes like 2 solo tackles and 1 assisted tackle. It's half the points. And then you done lost your game because you lost it was, you were only up by 2. And that happens all the time when you have IDP going on.
Oh yeah.
So, those Tuesday recalculations that the NFL does and all the fantasy sites, they matter way more when you get IDP.
Yes, way more. IDP will the game, bro.
Yeah, dude. You'll be waiting Monday night afterward and be like, dude, I hope this stays all the way through Tuesday afternoon.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking about game picks. We're also gonna take a look at the fantasy league. So stick with us here.
This is Sheriff Cooter Wilmana of the Boudreaux Parish Sheriff Gas Station Beer Bait Barbecue Barbershop Laundromat Department. Remember our motto in Boudreaux Parish: we will find you and we will tase you.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
And now, let's look at this week's matchup.
That's right, man. Let's take a look at our pick'em first before we pick some of these games.
That was a new commercial. You had a new commercial in there, Dale.
What? No. These are all pretty old commercials.
All right.
I had time to really do more commercials during football season. This has been ridiculous. I'm always prepping a show and doing another show, and then I'm prepping another show and then doing another show. So not a lot of time, So at the top of the pick'em this week, Casey's Clowns with 50, followed by Crime They Curtain. Then Boo Bear Wins, Blood, Sweat, and Beers. And this Clown 33703 is in number 8. Get him down there, y'all.
You get secret hate for people that don't even know you.
Yes. Hate that guy.
Wow.
Top of the bleachers, number 12. Our guy JG.
Yeah.
Let's see, my guy B Train at number 15. Shout out to my guy the Queefers, number 18.
Barbecue care package.
Huh? A barbecue
care package right there. I don't know who that is. I like it though. Whatever. Send me some barbecue, man. Shoot, dude. What's your number?
All right.
All right.
And I'm at 22 here, right ahead of Craig.
Mm-hmm.
I have 38 correct. And Tim, number 25, way down there, at least you're above Kyle. How about that?
Hey, look, man, the fact that I participate every week should be a medal. Okay. I've never enjoyed
participation trophy.
I just want to be here. I want to be that friend in the back throwing beers at Dale. That's all I care about. So.
Tim wants a participation trophy. I got you, bro. All right, man. Let's look at this pick'em. We got Philly going to Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is a 2.5 point favorite at home there. The total for this game is 48 points.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at some of the prop bets here. We got Jalen Hurts. The prop is 207 yards, 7.5 passing yards.
Who made this slide? The projected slide. It says project. Oh. Did you do that, Dale? It's supposed to say projected. Projected. It's like a po' boy. It's a sandwich of prop bets. All right.
Sandwich of prop bets. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go. All right. So 207 yards passing for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. 217.
He's projected for what? 203?
203 is what it says right there.
Okay. All right.
So he's projected to hit the under.
Yeah.
These are projected prop bets. So, man, dude, how you feel about that? Him hitting the under 203?
I gotta kind of look at his previous games here to get an idea what he's been doing stat wise.
Yeah. I'm pulling up the Eagles depth chart right now. They got somebody hurt. Oh, it looks like wow, they don't. The only person hurt right now is Dallas Goedert. He's questionable.
Yeah.
So, wow, he might end up hitting that over. I'm not going to take that bet.
Okay. Let's see. His last game, he passed for 264, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This was against the Browns. So what does the strength of schedule look like for this game here?
All right. I'm going to throw over here. I'm clicking away. So I do see that who was out this week, this season for a little while. I think Devonta Smith was out.
And they had Devonta Smith both out. So yeah. He's got his targets back, but now Goddard is look like he's gonna be out.
Yeah. I'm calculating. Remember when your GPS used to say that?
Oh yeah,
that was like
sure did.
15 years ago. Calculating. Something.
Now it just beeps at you.
Yeah, something about this site while I'm running our something about my strength of schedule site right now while I'm running our show is jacked up. Eagles actually are this week. They're going against Cincinnati, of course, but Cincinnati's allowing the 6th most fantasy points to quarterbacks.
Okay.
So that's pretty far up there as far as fantasy points go. But yeah, dude, I'm not. So the projected bet here, prop bet is the under though, that they're going to hit 203. I think he's going to hit the over though. I think Jalen Hurts is going to hit that over.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. The over. Then I think that's the play. Let's look at the next one. We have Joe Burrow here.
All right, 252.
252
is the prop bet.
yards. So he's projected to do 268. It's 258.
258. 258. Okay. You need some new prescriptions on them glasses.
Hey, look, this is pretty small. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop off a monitor to your house. All right. You're working on that laptop all the time, man.
Yeah.
So yeah. But he's projected for 258. The prop bet is 252. So they think he's gonna probably meet, get the over by 6 yards. Do you think Burrow's gonna hit that?
I like Burrow with the over here.
Yeah.
The passing game has come alive, and both the receivers are scoring fantasy points. So yeah, I like the over for sure.
Okay. Well, the third one here is Burrow for 1.5 passing touchdowns, but they're projecting him. They're projecting him for 1.8, which which to me means he's going to throw for 2 touchdowns. And I like this bet. I like this over bet right here the most. Right here. Joe Burrow pass touchdowns. He's going to hit over 1.5 in my opinion against Philly.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's pick this game. Philly is at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a 2.5 point favorite. Tim, who you got?
Dude, man, I think Cincinnati's going to win the game, but I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be. I'm going to take Philly with plus 2.5.
Okay. I like Cincinnati minus the points here. Yeah, give me Cincinnati minus the points.
All right. Is that an LSU favor thing, or is that just Yeah, it's LSU favor. Yeah.
It's always part of the situation, Tim. Okay, I can't just turn it off. All right.
Yeah.
So it's always part of the equation.
Yeah.
Let's look at our next game. Green Bay. Oh, actually, we got a little question here. Well, a little. Traded Jacobs for DJ Moore and an 8th round pick
in redraft for next year. Okay.
And now I have Kamara, Hunt, Pacheco, Hubbard, and Bigsby. Wide receivers are Kupp, Reed, Moore. Other wide receivers are Sutton, Myers, Kupp, and Coleman. Thoughts?
It's a long list.
Jacobs and Moore in the 8th round pick.
Traded Jacobs and DJ Moore for DJ Moore and 8th round pick. So
for DJ Moore and 8th round pick. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Dale's having a problem reading today. We're gonna get
you got some good running backs at that point then.
Yeah.
Pacheco should be back, and so you're holding on to the Kansas City run game. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Hubbard, as long as the rookie doesn't come in and starts messing with him, you're good. Bigsby, of course, I think you're solid with him. So Kupp, Reed, and Moore.
Is that
Sutton, you just about cut? You do nothing. But Kupp and Coleman again at your wide. Yeah, I like your team here.
Yeah. Kupp, with the trade rumors happening, supposedly Kupp is looking to be moved. So there might be an increase in Kupp for the next year or two. So that would be beneficial for your team as well. So not terrible.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah. So all right.
If you're trading draft, I gotta put the in though, right? If you're trading draft picks in a redraft, maybe you should play Dynasty, guys. I'm just, it is what it is, man. Let's switch over to doing some Dynasty.
Absolutely. Okay, so Green Bay is at Jacksonville, and Green Bay is a 4-point road favorite. The total for this game is 49.5 points. Look at some of the prop bets.
Yeah.
We've got Trevor Lawrence. That is
235 and a half.
35 and a half. There you go.
I love watching the camera. Have you ever seen that old dude on his cell phone? He's got to have his cell phone about 3 inches further than what he can reach, right? They're trying to get as far back. That's you, though, right now. Like, people could hear the audio of your voice fading because you're trying to zoom in. All right, like your hand is about to be on that monitor. Look at that.
That's what I'm doing here.
That's
exactly what I'm doing.
I'll read these, Dale. All right. I've been drinking, but I can read these. All right. Look. Oh, dang. Trevor Lawrence prop bet is 235 and a half pass yards. All right. He's projected to be 228.2 pass yards. And so right now the experts are saying that this is the number one prop bet for this game, to bet the under. I don't know about this, man. I hate betting unders, Dale. I'm just not that guy.
Yeah. If I got to bet an under, I'm too many times I'm staying away from it. That's it.
You got to have some big cojones to bet the under, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the next prop bet we got here is Jordan Love. All right, 256 and a half. That's the prop bet. He's projected to be 262 and a half. All right. I think I like this. I like this bet. The over?
62 and a half? Yeah. Yeah.
Betting the over?
Uh-huh.
You think Jordan Love's going to throw more than 256 and a half?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. The third one, expert prop bet.
Against Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah. And the third expert, picks is 1.5 pass touchdowns. That's the prop bet. And he's projected to throw 2 touchdowns in this game. So they're saying bet the over. I'm down with that too. Yeah. How do you feel?
I'm with Jordan Love getting 2 touchdowns. And I'm definitely with Jordan Love passing at least for like 275, So
ooh, look at there. I like you now, Dale.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's even better.
Yeah, Jacksonville sucks, bro. For real. They're a bad team.
What do you think's happening to Pedersen here soon? You think he's going to get fired?
Yeah. I think they're gonna fire Doug Peterson after this year, and that'll be just another coach that they have to go and find and try to hire. But I think Peterson did get them in the right direction from coming back from Meyer. That's for sure. So,
yeah.
I don't know who they'll be looking to try to pick up. Most likely it's going to be an offensive minded coach though. So,
here's
what everybody wants.
Here's the thing, right? Is that for me, the question mark is still on Trevor Lawrence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like last year, he looked pretty daggum good. I felt like the offense was progressing through the year last year. I was expecting way more than they are doing this year. How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence, though, Jaguars quarterback? You think going to start shopping around, looking for another quarterback in a year or two?
Let me look at his deal, because if I'm not mistaken, I mean they re-signed him to another deal maybe last year or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're stuck with him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so he signed his deal in 24. Yep.
Okay.
And the deal goes all the way up into 2030. So and then that's when it voids after that.
Wow. So he's got another
6
years.
They're not moving from him.
They got another 6 years.
Yeah, they're not moving from him at least until 2028, when the dead cap money would be like 42.5 million to move on from him. But right now, no way they're moving on from him right now.
These owners just throw out that money, man. 42.5 million for Trevor Lawrence.
Well, it's a quarterback situation. It's like if you kind of want to make sure you got a guy, because it's like you got a guy in the room you're still not 100% sold on, but you don't want to leave.
Yeah,
then you're stuck with nothing. So you give the guy some money. You know, it's the same thing they did with Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
that's what they did. They gave him money.
Yeah, they gave him 50 though, 55. Right. They made him the highest paid quarterback that year. Whenever they signed Daniel Jones, man, this is just people throwing away money, man.
Yep. Question: should I trade Jalen Reed or James Cooks? My running backs are Aaron Jones Aaron Jones, Hunt, Mason, Pacheco. My wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, George Jefferson, Roma Doomsday, Khalil Secure, and Alan Lazard.
Ooh, Reed for Cook. Gosh, that's kind of hard. Let me. Hey, so Aaron, you got Aaron Jones.
So right now, you're probably starting Aaron Jones, Hunt, and you probably started Mason. So I honestly think that's fine.
Yeah,
and your wide receivers with Tyreek, Jefferson, and Reed should be elite.
Yeah, because Tua's coming back. I would probably just stay on the Reed side.
Right.
You know, I'm excluding Lazard out of there because Devontae Adams just came over.
He still did something last week though.
But Justin Jefferson, Tyreek, and Jaden Reed, Aduze, Secure. You got that third wide receiver spot that seems more important to me having a third wide receiver than it does having a number 2 running back. James Cook, let's see, Buffalo. Buffalo is the number 12.
Yeah, in my opinion, man, I'd stay pat and make sure you saw up. You get the Chiefs running game all sold up.
Yeah,
like you got Hunt, you got Checo. I don't know if anybody else is getting carries. You need to look at that person and hold them on your bench because holding that Chiefs running game, and then you got a guy like Mason, and then you got a guy like Aaron Jones. I think you'll be fine.
I agree. I agree with Dale. Mark it on the calendar. You know, on 10/23/2024, Tim agreed with Dale. Hold. So, yeah.
All right, let's pick this game. Green Bay at Jacksonville. Green Bay is a 4-point road favorite. It's a lot of points on the road, so give me Jacksonville plus the 4.
Oh, Dale. What? I'm hurt.
Plus 4. I'm not saying they're gonna lose. I'm just saying plus the 4.
I'm going Green Bay -4, man. I don't ever do that, dude. Come on now. Yeah, maybe this is how you feel when Jaden Daniels comes up, okay? And we're talking about LSU guys, Joe Burrow, and all the other guys, But like, come on.
All right, the big game of the week: the Saints going west, heading out to Los Angeles to face the Chargers. The Chargers are a 7-point favorite. The total for this game is 40 points. Let's look at some props. Spencer Rattler under half an interception. I mean, is it half an interception here?
0.5 interceptions. Yeah, he's projected to throw. He's projected to throw 1 interception.
Okay.
So they're talking about taking. Experts are saying, they're saying to take this bet. That Rattler's going to throw more than half of an interception.
Right.
So, kind of a sucky. I didn't read that bet till just now. I just took the screenshot and threw it up here.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to this because that we have been turning the ball over lately. So yeah.
But then there's also Justin Herbert throwing half of an interception. He's projected to throw he's projected to throw 0.7 of an interception.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Props to you guys for getting D-Hop.
Oh yeah, they got D-Hop.
Uh-huh.
That's right. I like it.
Now, Justin Herbert passing for 1.5 touchdowns. They're saying to take the under there. Because he's projected to go under the 1.5. That part, I don't know if I necessarily agree with, because the Saints secondary is kind of beat up. So I could see them passing, but let me take this back. Take that back.
Okay, take it back.
The Chargers are a run-oriented team. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now this makes sense.
The bets
makes sense. Yes.
These prop bets. Yeah.
Yes. Makes sense.
Yeah. They are a run-focused team. So yeah. Herbert has not been the same since Harbaugh took over.
I honestly think he's been dipping before that, and we're just now noticing it.
Dang.
Because if you remember, like, he was traded to me maybe midway season last year.
Okay.
Herbert was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, are you kidding me? You giving me Herbert?
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, shoot, I'll take him. And now I'm looking at him like, I can't ever start you. I can't ever start this dude. You just sitting on my team.
You're that, like, that meme with the guy with the stick, like, do something. Yeah. Poking, Justin Herbert, do something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I feel in fantasy. Yes. I'm not saying the guy is a terrible NFL quarterback, but for fantasy, this has not been good.
Not doing it. So which one of these?
I can never start him, bro.
Which one of these 3 bets are you going to take? Which one of these?
I like the Spencer Rattler over to throw 1 interception, pretty much, and I like Justin Herbert under the 1.5 passing touchdowns. Those are 2 I like.
Oh, you like those 2? Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna take the Rattler bet. That's where I'm at. Okay. So,
how did the props do Sunday? The ones we talked about Sunday.
Oh, look. All right. Look, me and Dale, just catch everybody up real quick. All right. Me and Dale sit down Sunday morning, like 30 minutes before game start. We do our Sunday phone call during the season. We have like a 10:30 Sunday phone call every day on Sunday. All right. And I told Dale, I was like, hey, let's make us some prop bets. All right. And anyway, we did terrible. Okay, by the way. The one we did this in DraftKings Pick 6 is what it is. So it's kind of like a parlay of picks, and the more you get correct, the more money you win in the long run. All right. So we picked Deshaun Watson less than 181.5 passing yards. We got that one. All right. That's money. All right. Any Deshaun Watson bet of him losing is always money. All right. The next one was Nick Chubb with more. We picked more because they don't say over and under. They say more or less. But we picked him to have more than 39.5 rushing yards.
Damn, he didn't hit that.
He had 22 rushing yards, dude.
Damn.
Dude, that's stupid. So our last one that we picked was Jalen Reed, 56.5 receiving yards. More. We picked to have over on that one. 56.5 over. And he got 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you this was going to happen right now. All right. So, by the way, Deshaun Watson did get 128 yards before he got hurt. So, so this is what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to make 2 bets this week. All right. I'm going to make 1 bet of everything that we picked and 1 bet of the complete opposite. Yeah, baby. All right. We'll see what happens. All right. Maybe, maybe sometimes you can be good at things and not even know it.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pick this game. New Orleans going to Los Angeles to face the Chargers. Chargers are a 7-point favorite. Give me the Chargers.
Oh, with -7, the Chargers? Dale.
Bro, listen.
Dude.
We hired people. We had tryouts the other day. You saw the little
No.
The little flyer going around on the internet. Well, it's saying the Saints holding tryouts. Everybody come out.
Is it really? Was that real? That wasn't real.
No, it wasn't real.
It wasn't real.
But one of the Saints players was like, "Hey man, that tryout thing is a joke. Y'all stop showing up."
That's hilarious. Oh wow.
But anyway, we still got a lot of backups playing. Yeah, I just think we're playing them. They're coming off of a loss against Arizona. They're coming back home. I just think they're gonna roll us. It's gonna be hard for us to stop the run. They're gonna roll us.
Look, man, I'm going Saints +7. I'm sorry, Dale.
Okay.
All right. Look, I mean, I'm not going against you. I'm just like, that's just what I think. But gosh, Dale, you think you're gonna lose by more than 7?
I mean, have we been losing by more than 7 like every week?
The last 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I mean, these games haven't been close, Tim. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Well, the Chargers, they got a pretty good defense though, too, as well. So they're not gonna have. Yeah, I'm still taking the Saints +7. I'm taking the Saints +7. I'll be the optimistic one out of the bunch.
That's good.
Yeah,
good. More power to you, Tim.
Yeah,
more power to you.
You're terrible.
Okay, let's go wrap up the show for us this week. Definitely appreciate all of the comments and questions. Hopefully we helped some of you guys. Hopefully we didn't give you the wrong information, but if we did, we're sorry because we're human.
You don't always have to be right. You have to be right a majority of the time, 55% of the time. That's all you need to be to win.
According to my calculations, we're like 99% correct.
Look, we know.
I'm not keeping track, so
we know we know if Dale did any kind of calculations, he'd have to be all up on that computer screen with his nose almost touching it like he was earlier.
Yes.
So
yeah. Small font. Yes, I have to get close. So that's what it is. That's what it is. It is time for me to go to the eye doctor, though. I've been putting it off, and it's time to go back.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I hate the eye doctor, bro.
Dude.
Eye doctor. I definitely got one thing to say to you.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
You hate your eyes. It ain't his fault that your eyes suck. You know what I'm saying?
No, the problem is not him. It's like he wants to touch my eye. That's my problem. Stop trying to touch my eye. No?
You're not like an eye touching. Yeah.
Well, no, don't touch my eye. Don't nothing touch my eye. Nothing.
I wear contacts, so
Yeah, I can't do that. That's torture.
Every day in this life. So.
That's torture.
Yeah.
That's why we wear these nice glasses. Don't touch your eye.
Don't touch your glasses like that, Dale. I don't know who. Don't do that ever again. No, like chicks just deleted your number out of their phone. They just did that, Dale. Oh dang! Oh no, get away! All right, cut it out. This guy's getting too wild.
All right, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.